Hello, and mabuhay, my dear listeners. I must apologize for the slight delay in our last two episodes due to me not feeling well. Life has been draining, but I won't bore you with those details. What matters is that we're back in action. Welcome to Kwento Corner, and I'm your host, Earl. Today, we're diving into a special topic that we can all relate to, the passage of time. This episode is all about how quickly we transition from carefree childhood to full-fledged adulthood. We're calling it the Chronicles of Time, a whimsical journey from childhood to adulthood. Get ready for a deep dive into the sands of time, sprinkled with humor, nostalgia, and heartfelt reflections that will make you cherish those days gone by. Alright, let's start with the good old days of childhood. Remember when time moved at a snail's pace, especially in school? Think back to those summer vacations that seemed to stretch on forever and adventures that filled them. For me, it was getting out of school so I could play games or hang out with friends. Though I mostly spent my time doing my own thing or learning about some new technology. I do recall living up in Wailua, and near our house at the top of the hill was a vacant lot that was overgrown with tall grass. I would often play there. I called it the secret area. It was a place where I could imagine being on an adventure that took place anywhere I could imagine, from the deep jungles of the Amazon to the vast deserts of the Sahara. Another thing I enjoyed doing as a kid was building forts. And my favorite one was this little tree house I built with plywood that was just laying around. And I stuck it in this tree-like bush in our backyard that was next to our avocado tree. It wasn't a tall tree, but just enough height to climb up on. It was such an amazing time to be a kid. Now, fast forward to adulthood, where time seems to sprint. We've all experienced the reality of bills, deadlines, and responsibilities piling up. Sometimes like a stack of pancakes on a Sunday morning, except not very good. Pancakes are amazing, especially with syrup, butter, right? What do you think your younger self would say if they saw you now? Mine would probably be confused as to what happened, but also amazed that I've made it as far as I did. Like traveling the world a little, ending up in the Philippines, which definitely was not in my plan. As far as my younger self was concerned, the plan was to become a paleontologist. Prior to that, there was a lot of things I wanted to become, but prior to that, raise the Titanic from the sea, which was like the first thing I dreamed. An odd dream, but as a kid, I thought it was possible. It's amazing how big we can dream when we're young. Those big wide eyes and creative minds unaware of the challenges that lie ahead. Amidst the craziness, there's charm in reminiscing about the past. We may not turn back the clock, but we can revisit cherished memories. I'd love to hear about your most cherished childhood memories. Leave a comment on our Facebook, YouTube, or my personal social media channels. Who knows? Your story might be featured in a future episode. Wouldn't that be cool? The relativity of time, like Einstein's theory, is fascinating. We'll explore how a day felt like a week as a child, and now a week can feel like a day. Have you ever experienced the moment that seemed to last forever? Share your experiences with us, we'd love to read about them. For me, time passed so slowly as a kid. I was always hoping for the day to end faster, mainly just to get out of school and do something fun. I recall frequently thinking that I can't wait to get off this rock, referring to living in Hawaii and being stuck on an island. I always look forward to vacations so I could play games or hang out with friends and even travel. Back then, going to Las Vegas was the highlight of anything because I love flying. Nostalgia can be a powerful force. But let's not forget that we only have one life to live. Sometimes we fear the end, feeling like we haven't accomplished much or seen much of the world. However, it's crucial to implore that we must live the one life we have to the best we can. It's not about materialistic things, but surrounding ourselves with the love of others and the lives we positively affect. I am often nostalgic, especially lately, with how difficult life continues to prove. Always wishing I could go back to a time once past and just stay in those moments for as long as I can be. That's a wrap for today's episode, but remember, we can't change the past. And by the way, new episodes of Kwento Corner are now released every Monday and Thursday, unless I'm not feeling well. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and many others to stay updated. By the way, if you're out in La Union and are looking for some amazing food, be sure to check out Kenny's Beef Tapa. It's a new business started by a friend of mine where they lovingly create ready-to-cook meals that are locally sourced with the best and freshest of ingredients. Follow them on Facebook for more at Kenny Foodnography. Happy eating! As we wrap up, keep cherishing those memories, my friends. Life is wild and beautiful, and we're in it together. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, take care and keep those memories close to your heart. And don't forget to engage with us on social media. Mabuhay.